Hello, welcome to a stream. I am in my survival worlds, and today we're going to be continuing doing work on the castle at the top. I've been trying to do this backwards parkour here for a bit, and I did get half decent at it, but now I see that I can't do it. Come on, I need to do it at least once, right? Okay, come on. Here we go. I got it, I got it, I got it. Oh, come on. I did it quite a few times beforehand. I can do it. I could yeah, definitely. There we go. I did it. First try. Okay. So yeah, we're back here. I'm in 1.14, I mean 19.4. And I have some of the mods that I use. I mean, I switched from Optifine to Sodium now, so I'm using some different ones than I used to use, but with similar features. So yeah, and today we're just gonna work more on the designs up there. Um, Hopefully get some more progress on that. Yeah. Um, all right. So I guess we can just head up. My inventory is a mess right now. Um, so I hopefully have all the resources I need on me right now, but we can always get some more if there's a block I'd like to use. So let's just head up and kind of look at what I did last time and think about what we kind of need to work on next here. So I worked on this section right here. I also mapped out this tower. Um, so that's good. So I only really want to focus on right here um, of the thing because it'll just kind of repeat itself on the other side. So I'm trying to chunk out this one section here, right? And then we can kind of go from there for the designs we want. Um, so yeah, that should be good. So we need to figure out what goes here and kind of like into the center, and then we also need to like figure out the roof area and this tower also. So we do have quite a bit of work to do still with the design, and also there's going to be a ton of stuff above here, but I don't know if I'll go straight to that. I'll probably go around the whole area once we kind of figure out what we want to do with the roof into the tower, um, and then figure out the rest later. Um, all right. I'm not actually sure how I want to do this here. I didn't really think about it. I just kind of thought we'd continue, so I may need to look at it for a little bit, and I should put my shulker boxes down also. Also, the stain, like the glass, doesn't like connect with the mods I have, and I don't know if I don't know if there is like a fabric mod that does that. There probably is. But if you know of one, let me know because I couldn't easily find one. Because I kind of like when they're connected. I think it looks a little bit better, but the square's okay. I just prefer when it's connected. So I don't know. I may look some more for it or just leave it like this. It doesn't really matter too much. Uh, it kind of just gives a different feel of the build. Um, so I don't know if I should sleep before we get started. Um, all right, let's just work on this area. I think this is the most obvious area. The only really thing we do over there is start the tower, um, or start what's this? The roof. So let's work here. I'll mainly just map it out with andesite, the andesite parts first. Then we can go to the details. So how do we kind of just as it went in, we kind of put an andesite pillar. So I guess we can do the same thing over here. Did this go on top? Okay, no, this is it doesn't go on top of the wood here. So we want to go right here for the pillar. And kind of do something like this maybe. All right. And then it kind of goes in the stairs here. Um which may make this a little difficult to figure out. But we might just want to like have like a standard wall here, kind of like this side, just on the other side. Maybe with like a lantern there or something. Okay. But like, would we want to divide it? Maybe it kind of just goes into a wall here. That might be okay not to have any like windows here. Maybe a window. Let's. I need some of the these 3 blocks, though. Do I have any andesites? No. Wow, these shulker boxes are basically empty. I should fill them up. Let's go get some andesite. I haven't gone andesite mining in a while, so I might need to do that if I don't actually have any. Ow. I took damage. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's put these right here. So I need andesite. I probably should clear out my inventory a slight bit if we're gonna start moving things into here. I don't know where it'd be. It'd probably be over here, right? Somewhere at the top. Andesite. It might be in one of these shulkers over here. Shulker boxes. There's a little bit, but we're probably running low again. Or there's a ton in one of these chests, which is probably what's actually happening. We're going to need a lot more andesite if we're making all those pillars out of it anyway, so it might be worth going mining for some. I have my beacon on me, right? That's in one, is it? Okay, these are just blank. This one, I think the beacon's in there. But that's a little bit of andesite. That should be enough for now. So once we run out, we'll go get more. But I want to focus on the design for now. We can go bulk gathering later. I probably should have got some more, more stone also, because I think we're low on that. So I'll go get a bit of stone. We don't need that much for this section if we're actually just filling it in, but I would like to have some more. That'd obviously be good. That'd be great. Okay. And I have a ton of stone, so that's not a concern. Ow. I need to be more careful when flying. I sometimes take way too much damage. Alright. Let's see. I guess we'll just randomize it. How did we kind of do it on this side? I think we kind of just did the visible blocks, so we'll do the same thing over here. Doesn't have to be too exact with the randomization. We just need to kind of get some in place. All right, so it'll go into the floor, which is right there. All right, that looks fine. It's not the best randomization I'm doing ever, but I think it's good. And it's supposed to be random anyway, so. I think it might be cool, like, as a thing to do, is like you can look at certain parts of the build and you can kind of see shapes in it when it's just random blocks. Kind of like when people look at clouds. Do I have clouds turned off, actually? Why is there no clouds? I might have them turned off. I probably did turn them off at some point because I was like really high up, but I guess I could just leave them off. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about clouds. I think they look nice, but sometimes they can be annoying if you're building really high. Guess we can leave them off for now. Or do I? I feel so empty in the sky. Let me see. Where would we go? It would be video settings. I don't know. I'm still not used to like this thing here. Some clouds. Oh, clouds are turned off. Okay, we can apply them. Is there... Okay, now there's clouds in the sky. I feel like that does look nicer, doesn't it? It feels like a little bit more to look at. I think that's cool, right? Clouds? I don't know. As long as you're not that high up, I think they're okay. I don't know how long I've had it off then. No big deal, though. So yeah, I still need to kind of, like, get used to that menu. So I haven't really used these mods that much. But I might have used that before for something. I don't fully remember. Anyway, I think it works well. It's pretty intuitive. And my inventory's full. I must got rid of the polish. Not that. Oh, wait, I'm low on that. Also, okay, let's do like half of it here. Um, and then I don't need my shears right now. That reminds me I should go shear the sheep, shouldn't I? Um, all right. Why is it that high? Was that like for how big I wanted? Did I want the door to be bigger at some point? I don't remember. I'll just clear this out for now. Um, that might have been for the wall, but we can kind of just do whatever we want with that, right? I'll have it at this height for now, and then we'll kind of just change it if I feel like doing that later. Uh, I guess we can add grass here too. I think that's okay for this spot. And how did I do it in the past? So, wait, does the grass go into it? No, the grass is still off. Okay. So we can have that right back here. And then we can go like this. And I guess we're going to go all the way over here with the andesite. And then we can go like this. All right. I'm mainly just looking to place blocks right now. Doesn't really matter too much of the exact shapes that I get with them. As long as they look kind of pretty. Maybe do a different flower since there's a rose bush kind of nearby. A lily of the valley. Maybe. I don't know. Do I have any of the glass panes on me? I do. So let's fill this in. All right. Has it ever been that thick before? I guess right here it's that pig. Or wait, is it? The flowers usually, it looks like I think that's since it kind of goes in here, it looks a little different. I don't know, something about this seems a little off for some reason compared to this. So the flowers are right here, but they're in the center. This one, the flowers are not. They also, wait, are in the center. I think I'm confusing myself. So this is 3 down there. And then this is, the last one is the glass. And now it's raining. Great. So what's happened here? I don't know. It goes, why does it look, okay, I think it might be because I don't have the ceiling part in place, but this is the same type of thing. I don't know. I guess that works. Let's put the grindstone down. Or the stone cutter, I mean. I think I switched those up quite a bit, so. There's some stairs in here. Okay, so we can get more stairs later. All right, that looks good. I think it fits. It kind of just finishes this area off. Now, I don't know how I feel about just the plain wall there, though. I feel like, if it is gonna be plain, maybe we should have, I mean, probably the andesite's gonna go on top, right? And maybe we could do a little bit of a curve right here, a type of arch type thing, you know, can happen. Wow, these are very steep roofs. I'm just noticing that again. All right. I think it's day, so I can't sleep. So we'll have to endure the rain. I don't know if I like, stone brick's my favorite part of this wall. So I like adding it, but I also don't want to add too much of it. Because then it overpowers it. But you know, I think it looks fine. I'm getting too, but like that looks a bit too exact, doesn't it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's fine. Let's add the andesite on top here. Let's just fly up real quick. Ow. I hit my head. Oh my gosh. I probably should just place blocks to get up, but you know, it works this way also. Um, because I can't really just have this run straight into here because, you know, this light is here. I guess I could just like do that. So it's not kind of, oh, it doesn't have to overhang right here, I guess. I don't know, but I think it kind of looked more finished like that, doesn't it? With that extra depth to it. Okay, let's get a few more stairs. We can do more than that. All right. So I was thinking we could do like this, maybe. So I could also do this with andesite stairs, and this might actually blend into this a little too much now that I'm thinking about it. And, wait, so I might have actually not, did I, okay, I think it's okay if we do stone, even if it does like kind of connect with the wall. I think that's okay. It's mainly for the depth. Oh, maybe it's that this right here, this pillar, isn't stone brick. Huh. I guess I could, let me try this. And then like that. Does that work? Let me just see what I did on the other side, just to make sure it's the same. That looks, I think I'm okay with that. I think it looks nice. I feel like we're missing lanterns for some reason. I had the lantern right here, but I didn't add really any other lanterns with like within this part. I could add one like behind here, but it's kind of because it's part of the door. That's kind of the idea, I guess, that there's lantern there. And now it's night, so I'm gonna sleep so that I don't have to deal with the rain. The rain looks okay, right? But it kind of makes the video look a little weird, and also it's a little distracting when building. I can't really see it fully. I like what this building is more of like centered around looking at it at night. I think when it's at night, it looks the best. But for some clarity purposes, it's kind of good to have it at day and not raining. But I think I could build at night also. I just need to be careful for phantoms if I stay up too many nights. Okay. So, okay, so this, I'm happy with this. I feel like there should be something more right here. Maybe it's kind of the idea that this is kind of like the undersection of something and kind of supposed to be a little bit less fancy than up here. But at the same time, I feel like it'd be cool to maybe add something here. Like I could add like an indent into the wall, right? And then have like a lantern. Have lanterns, that might give it more. And that also will light up here because I don't know what the light level is. What is the light level? It's 0, so we probably... Oh, that's where stuff can spawn. Oh, have I seen something here? Okay. Well, this is a good reason to do something. I mean, I could just attach it to the side of the wall here. Or the top. Let's try this. Soul lanterns aren't really the best. Okay, wait. Light source? If you're actually trying to get a lot of light, like how far does this go? 1, 2. Oh, that's perfect. Look. The light level goes like to 1. Or does it get too dark? Or is that because there's light from up here? I think it's from over here. The end rods may give off more light. Anyway, I think it does work. And if we see any mobs spawn, we can take a look again. Just part of this build that I want is for no mobs to spawn on it. That's important to me. So yeah, we can indent it and then have like a block behind it so it doesn't look so weird. Maybe we could do something even more with the indent. I don't know. Let's pick out where we want to have the lantern. So we could kind of have one, huh? Okay, let's maybe design this area first, or at least see what the background would look like. So Uh, okay, well, if the light kind of would have the same kind of thing that the other area had, um, I don't know if I like that. I think there is stair versions of all these, of stone, andesite, and is there? Actually, I don't know. Let me check that real quick. Because I could have it, like, just indent and integrated in the wall directly. Oh, there is. Okay, so, but I don't know if I like that. That may be a little too intricate for me. I don't know. Hmm. But since it's kind of this one area, I think it could maybe work. Uh, and they could be both just stone brick. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. Okay, we'll have it like this for now. Does it feel more like it's meant to be there if it's indented, and maybe have it hanging also? Let's try one of the other stairs. Another bad thing about making a ton of stairs, though, is that my inventory is going to get completely filled up. So, or maybe it's the other way that I want. But if I do it the other way, the lantern can't really, like, be on the thing, like, without kind of floating partially. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like some other blocks should be here if we're doing like this extra decoration type thing. I don't know. Maybe behind it would help if I had a block behind it. So let's see that. Um, maybe I do andesite instead. And like polished andesite, I mean. Uh, I don't know. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe if it was... Okay, wait. I have a little bit of an idea. Maybe if we do like black concrete behind it, it would have like the similar effect to that. I don't know. This is probably... I don't know. We'll give it a try though. I'm not really looking to speed run this build, so it's okay if we are inefficient and slow. Um I should probably shear sheep, shouldn't I? But do I really want to go for those sheep right now? I don't know. My inventory's so full. What am I even looking for? I forgot. Do I have black concrete? I don't even know if I still have that. It might have completely run out. I can't imagine I did it perfectly though, so there's probably a little left over in one of these chests. That is black concrete, right? I don't know. Let's go shear the sheep. Let's do that. Then we can come back. My inventory is so full. I'll put some dirt in there. Okay, let's head over to the sheep. Hello, sheep. I hope all your wool is back. Oh yeah, let's get all this wool. Okay. There we go. Okay, they're all cramped down here. It's a little loud. We have a cow and a horse in here now. I don't know why they came in here. Is there 2 cows, or is that just 1? And there's a pig. Oh my gosh. This is a mess. Okay, we really need to make some animal farm at some point. Alright, let's put some stuff in here. We can get wool later. If I put in there, I'll never find it again. Let's put it over here. Okay, I don't think the black concrete's really necessary. I don't know what would give it that little extra detail that I'm looking for. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like... Maybe smooth stone we could try? Something with that. Ow. Hmm. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it, and just having that slight detail of the indent is enough. I don't need any extra detail. Um, like I can just do that. Uh-oh. And then this, and like that, or whatever. And then have it hanging. And is that good enough? I could also have it with like this type of, oh, didn't mean to break it. With that type of, design with like this inside the wall. That's another possibility. I don't know. Is that light level still good though? Yeah, I think it's still fine. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. We'll do one other one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 5 here, so maybe like 3 away from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think right here would be a nice spot, and there's 2 and 2, and then I mean that's kind of there too, but it's fine, and we can have this go there. And then we could do this. Um, I don't know. Something about it just seems like too random, you know? Uh, like there needs to be something kind of bordering it, but I feel like if I do anything, it'll just be too big. Like a trap door. I don't know. I mean, it could just be like that. Like this. A little bit of something. Maybe if we did, like wood underneath it? It'd make it feel kind of like that. I have no idea. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just keep it like this for now, with this design, with the trapdoor coming from the top down. Could also have the trapdoor out. Oh wait, I could have like a trapdoor. I don't. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna be looking at this, thinking I don't know if I like it perfectly for like an hour if I don't do it now. There's something about it I want to change still. I need to just stop looking at it for a bit, and we can come back to it later. All right. So, this, right over here, we need to do some type of arch. Let's get some scaffolding. Oh, gosh. It's the Swift Sneak 3. I'm not always using to my advantage. Okay, here we go. What? I could have it just right over here, but I feel like maybe with a bigger incline, it'd be cool. And I don't want to, like, completely make the roof like a curve, because we're kind of going for more pointy-styled roofs based on that. So, maybe it could just be like a square kind of upward, like just straight up, but I don't. Okay, let's try this something. I guess we can try it on both sides to make it like give the whole effect, but okay. Let's do this. Something like that. And I'm out of polished andesite. I'm running out. Okay. And then have that shape. I'm not sure if I dislike that. And we could, I guess we could have like a staircase right there, you know? Kind of like that. And I guess we could have some type of window up here, but then this feels too small for the window. I'm gonna keep it for night for now because I like the look, but maybe we can sleep in a bit if I feel like it. All right. I'm not sure. I think I should do both sides, but I don't want to do, there's so much over here that I'd have to do, and I don't feel like doing that right now. A bigger window? Yeah. Since it is supposed to be like the center, it should look special, because that would be just like a sliver, which is kind of like this, but it kind of works with the size of the door. That's kind of the point. So it would need to be bigger, I think. Let's try making it higher. I'm not sure how the roof will work. Maybe it kind of just, like, if we're doing a full-on window, like a big one, it could just, you know, jut out a bit from the roof. So the roof kind of goes down, and then this is kind of just along it. I think that would look okay. We'll see though. Oh, I don't know. Should I keep it? I mean, if I'm going that big, should I like mirror the arch then? I don't know. I think maybe just with the stair it might be enough. Okay. And we'll figure out the roof will make it curved like that. Cool triangle window? Maybe. I'll try the square first. I don't know if it's really big enough for a triangle. I guess that would work. But I'd kind of prefer it to be in the same style of window like that. But I think since the door has concrete, and since we're not really doing concrete around the windows there, I think it's okay if it doesn't have concrete here, since it's more focused on the door than the window. I don't know. I only brought up 2 more blocks. I probably should have done more. I don't know. I'm kind of, because the window will probably start right here. I guess it could go from like down here and up and do like a kind of curve thing. I don't even know what like type of room this would go into though, since I think the ceiling for these ones will kind of be like this high. So this would kind of be like a kind of big entrance space, and it'd probably just go downward from there. Okay, I think this height might be okay. We'll see. I'll just test it out. And if it doesn't look good, I'll change it. I feel like I really get stuck with builds sometimes, not knowing what to do. So it's best kind of just to build something, and you'll eventually end up with something you like, right? Okay. I'm gonna need more glass though. Okay, let's try that. Huh. Okay. How did I do the windows over here, actually? Let me see. How did I... So those touched... So they kind of had a border with the andesite, the polished andesite. So I guess we could have a similar border over here. But then the problem of hitting this light again comes up. So, I mean, I guess we don't need lanterns right here. I did have them kind of on the other kind of areas like this, but I guess we could do some other type of lighting. It's not necessary. I don't know. We'll try this for now. You can hang them from the windows. I could try that. Like from the top. I don't know if I'd necessarily need lights here anyway, because we have these, or we have this lantern, and there'll be one over here once we do that area. Let's just place this in. I'm gonna need more glass. Oh, is this perfect mount? Oh, no, it's one too little. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I think I have glass in one of my chests, though, so we'll be okay. Do I have dye? Nope, I don't have dye, though. Okay, let's get some dye. Make, like, flower boxes for them to hang off of. I could try that. I might need to make it a bit taller then. You know what, let's sleep, just so nothing spawns on me. I think it's almost day anyway. So, to have the... I'll take advantage of the nights. let's see. What did I need? I completely forgot. I needed the dye. Let's get dye. I don't know where that is. Okay. Gray. We're doing gray glass, right? Gray. Okay. I don't think I could probably turn all of this into gray glass because I don't think I'm going to be using any regular glass in this build. So we're sticking with gray. All right. We did. Okay, if we did the flower thing, would it? Well, that is interesting. I'd have to raise it up though, I think. One more. Just so like you can like kind of see through because it would be kind of too covered and too cramped, I think. But that might be cool. I'll try that. Is there a crafting table here? Now there is. Okay, let's get some glass in here. 632 should be good. All right, what does it look like just like this though? This would be like the most plain design I can think of for this. Okay, yeah, I think if we do go one more up, I don't know if it's okay. You know what? I'm gonna try the flower box thing right here and see if we actually need to go one more up or if it's okay. I'll probably put like trapdoors underneath the box or maybe slabs might look good. How does I place that? Okay, let's go right here. I don't need to wait for the grass to grow. We can just replace that. So I'm thinking it actually connects the whole way. Right? And, I don't know. That might look a little weird though. And plus the corners, I'd have to do something with the corners. Maybe that'd be good to have a pillar though. Because it would either be here or here. And I guess I could go kind of like that. Huh. Use trapdoors to cover the dirt. Yeah, but the thing is, if you have like dirt right here and here, you can't use trapdoors on both sides, so it would only be partially. So you'd kind of want something going up, because just have a full block might look a little weird, or like a staircase might be okay. I don't know. Um. And I guess we could, yeah, use trapdoors under here though. But I'd kind of think it looked nice to still have this part being solid gray. Staircases and trapdoors. Okay, I'll give it a try. Which side do we want to have it coming from though? Since it kind of goes up from here, we could probably have it go it this way. I think makes most sense. Not that it really matters, just for consistency. I'd like to keep it the same. There we go. But if I did have a staircase, you would see part of the dirt. And I don't know if I really want that. And you can't really like make it curve with only one block. Unless you like glitch it out or something, but I don't think that's really possible. Huh. Okay, I think I have an idea though. Let me try something. I don't need the dye on me. I can get rid of that. So if we do this here, we could kind of, instead of having like a full-on thing, what I did with the other areas when I hit like a staircase, I'll show you. I did this. So I had like a pillar going up. So it might be cool to have like a pillar like that once we hit the corner for a bit more depth to the window. So it kind of feels more like closed or whatever. So I'm going to try that over here and see if it works. If it doesn't, I could figure out some other way to connect it. All right. We might want to change this then. And also make it higher. Who knows? Let's just place in these pillars and it'll kind of connect itself naturally. That's too high. Let's try this. And we can have it like going like, no, okay, this is gonna, how am I gonna connect this? I guess I could go straight like that because it can't really connect any other way. Let's see. I need some more height. Let's go up this way. I think we are on to something though. So if we definitely need right here, but if we go right here, right, we could have something. Huh. Okay, I'll look at, so does that look good? I mean, I'll be getting rid of this, I think, and switch that with here. Other stairs? Like andesite stairs? Or polished andesite? But I kind of want to have it as stone brick just to break it up. I know it kind of does kind of mix with this. You mean wooden stairs? The stone complements the spruce? Uh-huh. Well, I'm still gonna have like, let me see, what do I want to do right here? Let me try this. Keep it stone. I think you're sending me some mixed messages here. I don't understand. Let me just try this, and we'll take a look at it. I think it'll work out. Okay. All right. And this will have the roof over it also, so it'll kind of work out. And that grass already grew. Okay. So okay, yeah, I think this will work. We'll have a bit of a roof over here, and that should finish it off. English isn't your first language? That's okay. You're doing pretty good. I'm pretty bad with languages. I think quite a few people like said their English isn't their first languages on the streams, which is kind of weird. I guess English is probably one of the most popular second languages, though. Let's see. All right, maybe let's just, it's hard to tell if I really like it. Let's get rid of some of the dirt, like without the roof on it, because it looks a little bald, you know? Roof's kind of like the hair of the build, I guess. If this is a face. I don't know where that analogy went, but I think that does break it up good. I think it needs flowers. That's what it needs to. It looks a little too bland without the flowers. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, that's good. I wasn't sure, but from this angle, it has a really nice little curve right here, and those kind of look like lines. You speak Spanish? Cool. But yeah, I like how that's broken up. And right here, I don't know, we could have maybe a light of some sort. Let's see, what do we need? We need some flowers. Let's just clear this out a little bit. Uh-huh. And am I using sunflowers? I think I don't know why I have that in there. That's not one of the things I decided to use. A lantern with an end rod in the middle? I'll try that. So for over here with what I did with the lantern is I connected to the wall, but since it's glass, I can't really do that. So I could just try just with one end rod would work. I don't think since I couldn't fit like having this in there, I don't think. Plus that would connect to the wall. Do stone walls connect to glass? I think it does. Or does it? It does. So that would look weird. We can't have that there. So end rod would probably be best. I'd think some more taller ones might look good here. Let's do one tall or maybe, I don't know. I'll just take a look and see if I want to change up the way we do the colors. Maybe another one of these right here. And then, I don't know. Another, it doesn't really matter too much, but it's supposed to be a bit random. How does that look though? Oh, I think that looks nice. Let's try the end rod. That light being right there might be good too. We could also just have light coming from the inside. Is another option on the gray concrete. Okay. Let's see. I'll take a look. Because yeah, we probably do want something on the concrete there. I don't know if it obstructs the window too much. Maybe if I just place it on the ground, or if I had a taller flower there. It might look better if I placed the lantern inside instead. Like you can see the lantern through the glass. And then right here, what we could do, I mean, we could just change the grass and add another flower, but then how would that work? I think it would kind of look a little too weird for the bottom part, or that's not supposed to be there. Let's see. Would just a lantern be fine? I feel like we have to do something though, right? A redstone lamp? I don't know how I'd really light that though from here. There's not really a good place to put a power source. And the color might kind of differ too much from the other things. I think just the lantern on the ground maybe works. It kind of like the colors blend into the ground well. And I think the end rod probably does look better. It just, I don't think with it obstructing the part, it really works. So you'll still get like a bit of light and there'll be something there, but it doesn't really obstruct the view. We could always change it later also, but I think for now that's good. And the thing with soul lanterns, I think end rods produce more light than soul lanterns. Soul lanterns don't produce that much light, which has a good moody thing. Right here, there's just so much light, you can't really tell that there's extra light there, but... And also with like the dirt here, it's hard to see. But I think I'm happy with this for the center of the build. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have like the roof going here, and then kind of maybe a slight kind of part right here that's exposed, and then it kind of goes around the top. Maybe kind of like how this has these kind of points. There could be points right here on the ends of those. I don't know. But this area is done for now. Let's actually pick up some of the stuff. Is my inventory full? Great. Let me just throw some stuff into one of these shulker boxes. Stairs around the top. We can maybe come back to change that later. I think I'm going to focus on a different part of the build now. Over here. I guess actually the roof is one of the next parts that we're doing, so we'll probably kind of go back around there soon. I don't know how much progress I'm going to make today. Let's see. So for this, oh my gosh, it's just so big. I'm kind of almost procrastinating on this part, because once I start placing blocks, I'm not going to want to destroy them, because it's going to take a while. I guess I could get my beacon out and place it. Do I have two? Do I have two beacons in my chest actually, now that I think about it? Or is there one in the ground somewhere that I don't remember where it was? If it is, it's probably nearby, right? Over there. Huh. Okay. Use some birch and spruce maybe for the floor. I think I'm gonna go for spruce with the floor. Since it's kind of right here. But maybe like once I get to interior, maybe. I think I'm going to do the interior of the build like at the very end though. So I'm kind of just making the whole shape for now. But we can kind of partially do it. So the thing with this tower is I don't know if I want the whole tower to be like solid and go down, or if I just want it to kind of on the outside look like a tower. Spruce supremacy. Originally with the build, I thought I was going to incorporate like strip spruce into here, but maybe I'll do that eventually. It's just, That's a lot of spruce I'd need, and you have to face it all the same way to kind of get the pattern you want. So maybe at some point I'll do that for a little bit extra detail. But I think just plain looks okay also. But it might look a little too plain. I don't know. Things to do later. But here, I have no idea. Maybe we should just start on the roof. The thing about the down here when building it is that I could really block it off, right? Like I know what parts, like I can focus on one section at a time, right? But once we start the roof, it's all gonna like blend together. No, it looks good. Okay. I'll leave it like this then. It has like a little bit of extra texture with it. All right. So this tower is going to be one of the bigger towers. So there's going to be 4 big towers in the middle, and they're bigger than these towers. I did like a circle measurement. So you know what? Since I don't really want to start doing that, since it's partially going into the build, let me kind of make the roof first. And then, oh, but should I make the roof afterward? I don't know. What we could do here is just place blocks. But then we're gonna need to get more andesite, maybe. I'm so conflicted. Maybe I should just start placing blocks and it'll kind of work itself out. Is probably the best idea. Let's just try placing some blocks, because I think the tower itself is going to be made out of the same things the other towers are made out of. Right? Maybe we can go andesite collecting as a distraction. Okay, but right here also, since this is going to be like a room, then I don't really want to make it right here, right? And just have the top. I don't know what to start. Because how tall do I want the roof to be? Let me just do some mapping out stuff with dirt. Let's do that first. So then we can kind of know what the shape we want is. That's the part that I'm stuck on. All right, let's get some dirt here. All right, so with the roof. So I'm thinking we have like a bridge kind of halfway right over here. I don't know why I'm going in circles. But if we go over here, this is the center? All right. So if we go up here, how tall up do I want this bridge to be? All right, so it probably... So if the roof's going to come from here, I think it should be even taller than that. But maybe we could have the roof more on the outside of this also. It doesn't have to be right in the center of here. So my idea here is to have like a bridge running between the 4 towers I'm going to place here, right? And then have the roof coming down. But it might be too much roof if I don't actually go right over here. And we could add like little decoration parts coming off the roof also. I need lessons on building, lol. I couldn't do this. Yeah, I don't know how I kind of like over time I just kind of gain certain skills with building. It just is a lot of practice, really. And I still don't know what I'm doing, really. I'm kind of just making up stuff. So I think I need to figure out what shape I want first before we go into the details. So I'll look at that right there. So what shape do I want? So it's going to be right here, right? This tower's going to be here. I think I want it a little taller. I build for fun. I'm still not very good. I don't know. It's kind of about opinion though, like what you think looks good. And this has taken me forever to build also, like years. But that's because I don't build. I like every few weeks I work on it because I'm busy with other stuff. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. I think this would definitely be too far for the roof. Let's see. Right here. Let's just see the height I want. Let's do that first. I'm gonna waste all my rockets, but it's fine. I have plenty. Just going back and forth. All right. Is that maybe a little bit lower. Let's say like 3 blocks lower than this. Oh gosh. I did not make the landing. Ow. Okay, so let's do a little bit lower. Just so it doesn't look too tall. And then let's kind of go out this way. How do I want the bridge to connect? So the bridge will probably be this is 3 wide. Let's check over here. These are 3. Okay, so we'd want it to also be 3 wide up here. So let's think about it that way. Okay, so it's gonna connect. Do I want it to connect like right on the end? Or a little bit into it? I don't know. Either way, it'd probably be fine. I don't know, and I could also have like it kind of going and doing other. It doesn't really matter, but here, because it'll probably just go straight down, kind of like the walls of this part. It'll go straight down, but there'll be like a roof attached to it. So I'm thinking this is going to be the center, right? And then it'll attach right here, and we could kind of do a ring around it with the roof, of some sort. I just don't know how I'll attach the roof to the building itself. On the end? On the end of what? Oh, like on right here? I guess, yeah, it probably should go. So let's say this is the center block. Okay, and let's just build across. I'm not going to bother trying to speed bridge right now because I'm just going to fall off. I don't know how to do it with Swift Sneak on. I probably could, but no, it's not going to happen. It's faster anyway, just doing it like this. All right, let's see. With this bar here, that's going to be what the bridge is. Is that too high? I mean, I think with the roof, it'll break it up. But that's going to be a big... No, the roof doesn't have to be right there. That's going to be where we walk. Okay, so the roof's going to be like halfway. Like right there. And now I'm not sure if that's too high or too low. It's perfect. Perfect height. Because I want the roof it's not going to be as steep as that roof, right? Because that's insane. And it's going to be like a flatter roof, right? But I still want it to have like a nice kind of verticality. Okay. But thinking about where that should be, I think that looks good. And then the towers will be there. All right, I'm going to stick with this. I'll go with what you think. I think this is a good height. I just need to convince myself. All right. Now this is one of the issues with having it so far from the tower, though, is that this is going to be a huge roof. Like, it's going to be really flat and long. But I guess that gives me a chance to go kind of high. And we could always have this kind of bridging kind of out here and then around, kind of like doing a curve. I don't know. Like, I don't know where to start from here. So now we know this shape. And maybe I could have like 2 windows kind of sticking out right here and here. Or maybe another one, like 2 windows right there to make it feel a bit more detailed. So it doesn't look completely bland. Kind of windows maybe around that size-ish. Kind of just sticking in so it doesn't look like a flat. I don't know. Let's see, what slope of the roof do we want? So for these roofs, right? This one, it touched this, right? So it's gonna go out 1. And that's kind of, it had a lot of decorative hanging parts. It'll probably won't be as decorative as here as it is there, kind of with like the parts kind of flipping out, but something similar, right? So maybe it'll be at least 2 out, right? And then maybe on the corners it can kind of do a 3. Like every time it goes here, there's going to be like a little poke out part, kind of like this right there with the 3 blocks. So let's think of the roof kind of coming out 3. Let's do this over here. Because this is a flatter area. So it kind of is simpler. This is quite interesting. I'm about to sub. Okay, thank you. I don't really know what I'm doing though. So I'm thinking probably 2 blocks though, right? So it's gonna be 2 blocks here. So there's gonna be, this is gonna be here, and then it's kind of gonna go down from there. I probably should do this with slabs, but so is it gonna be like, and then is it gonna go higher from there? Like let me just try it with this, just to see what this angle is. I shouldn't bother breaking every block beneath me. That's gonna take too long. Especially if I'm not using my shovel. But the roof will be fun to walk on. That'll be for sure. Okay, so here we go. We're right over here. Right, so you see this angle. That's what the roof kind of would be. Now I'm not sure about the height though, because maybe just that little bit. But the roof feels, I don't know, like how did I do the shape here? I don't remember how I did this shape. So this kind of has this kind of that type of curve to it, right? It gets kind of slim on the ends and then just kind of more vertical in the middle, or as it goes higher, it goes vertical, kind of like a ramp, right? So this kind of needs to be like a ramp, right? I really just don't know how to cover that far of a distance though, without it being too flat. Maybe I could make the wall kind of come out and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe just having the roof kind of flat is an okay thing. And that's just a feature. Okay, what we could do, just for comparison, let's do another angle here. A possible one. So we could have it like 4 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's not probably going to be at the straight diagonal like this, right? Because that's going to look too flat for this type of build. Sometimes it's nice having just like a basic flat roof, I think. But this one, I don't think it would look good. It'd look too bland. So, okay. So this goes 3, 3, 3. I don't know how that's just going to be shaped with stairs and stuff. So let's go to maybe 2 now. And we can go 2 again. And then 1 more 2. I want it to be kind of a pattern. So, okay, so 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. So maybe 4 2s. And then, or maybe 1 more. Before we go like into this. Okay, well, it hits at the same point, but this is kind of with a bigger kind of curve to it. Like, I don't know if you can even tell the difference between these two from the front. So maybe the angle from, let's get on top of here. If that's a little too high. Okay, so right here. I can't even tell the difference between these two. I don't know. Like, does one look more detailed than the other? This one has like that type of curve, right? And this is just more line. I think this one's better, the curved one. I just don't know how the slabs will work out, because there'd probably be slabs for this type of thing. I mean, I didn't use any slabs here, so I could block it. I originally was going to use slabs and stairs on this part, but I think it looked better being kind of just flat like that. But for this one, it might want slabs, so it has a more gradual angle. Gosh. My issue is just it's so far away, right? So, like, let me go from above. Maybe from above will help. So if we see this from over here, if you think about distancing, is there any, let's just look at, like, from this angle. Okay, I have plenty of rockets. Let me just put this here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, so it's kind of, like, see how it's really thick right here, right? For the percent of the build, it goes all the way to the line. Oh gosh, I need to make sure I'm on my rockets. This is probably not a good way to look at it. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I can pause the game right here. Or like, okay. I don't know, that's probably not a good way to do it, but we can look right here. Right? No, I can't see it. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I feel stuck. And I don't want to actually start placing slabs unless I know what roof. I think maybe what's going to need to happen is I just make the roof, right? And then I add like a bunch of windows on the roof, right? And that'll make it feel more detailed. And even though that it's like a huge roof right here, with the windows, it'll feel broken up and the distance won't be as much. So it can be like a window, 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 and it feels like a whole thing. But I'd probably go for this shape, right? I don't know, since that's the shape that this is kind of going for. All right, you know, I'm just going to start placing some slabs here. And we'll see what happens. So the border, how should I even do the borders? I don't know how I should do that since it's not, there's not like defined angles as much, or is there? Okay. Where'd I put my stuff? Is it over here? Okay, it's over here. I was worried I accidentally dropped it for a second. Because that would be bad. Let's work on just the edge. I need to focus on one area. If I focus on too many parts at once, then my brain breaks. Okay. I probably have materials of this stuff somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so we can just kind of make some of my own. Stairs. You know what? I need more. I don't have enough. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's... Alright. I can kind of get rid of my axe and stuff from my hotbar. And then, what else? Is there any other... Did I do anything besides slabs up there for this? No, I did only slabs. I think only slabs is necessary for the edge blocks. So we'll just stick with slabs. And then this, we'll get a few of these. Okay, that should be enough to get started. Okay, so for here, right? How many? And now it's raining. Okay, so for this, it actually was thicker on the outsides, right? It was higher up. It had an indent into it. So I don't know how I could keep it like that down here. Because... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. Just so I don't accidentally get struck by lightning. Not like that would happen, just it's a little distracting. Huh. I feel like usually with these builds, there's a certain points I get stuck and I just need to think about it differently. Oh, look at that. That tree got struck by lightning. Should I put that out or is it'll just take care of itself? I don't know if I've actually... And this is actually something that, oh my gosh, is a fear of mine. If one of these trees gets struck by lightning, oh my gosh. That would be horrible. Wait. Now that I actually think that's a possibility, I was always scared I'd, like, light it on fire myself, but oh my gosh, that's actually something I should be really scared of. Because it'll all burn down. Oh my gosh, this entire forest is gonna go. Let me actually try to put this out. Okay. Or just contain it. Just so this whole area doesn't get burned. Because that would ruin the decor of the outside, right? I'll probably change this area eventually, if this is actually an area I'd want to terraform. But, gosh, lightning's no joke. Now these trees all look sad. I'm sorry, trees. Let me collect your wood, just so your leaves go away. Alright, but I should get some lightning rods. And yes, I'm getting distracted from the builds. Because I am. Oh my gosh. But that would be horrible. Because it's really hard to put out fire if once it starts spreading in this game. You just can't do it. Oh my gosh. I have copper in here somewhere, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, but all the copper is like, it's not even easy to get copper in this world because all of it is like far away. Okay, here we go. There's copper in here from when I went to the other areas. Okay, let's get copper. What do you need for this anyway? I'll put a few, I don't know how big the range lightning rods are, but I'll probably incorporate them in the build somewhere. But how much? Oh, that's a lot. Huh. I don't know, like, how big of an area they cover. Do I need to go mining for copper now? Because if that happens, that'll really wreck me. And I don't want to turn fire, like, tick off. Wow, it's a lot of wood in here. I forgot how much I had. Because then I feel like that kind of takes away from the game. And it's almost cheating. But I guess I could get a decent amount of copper pretty easily if I just fly out somewhere and go mining, because copper you get with fortune and stuff, you can get so much of it. So let me put some of my stuff in my shulker boxes up here. I don't remember where I placed them. They're right here. And we're gonna go get some copper just so I can place a few more lightning rods. Is that what they're called? Yeah. Because that would be pretty bad. I don't know where the nearest area that's new is, but we can probably fly out this way. And I have an ender chest on me, right? So we should be fine. My inventory's a mess, though. All right. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be distracted the rest of the stream because I don't know what I want to do. It's like usually at the beginning of streams I can kind of like figure out new stuff, but like once I start getting into it, I kind of get in my head too much. So we'll just find a cave over here. I sometimes don't like to load too far of terrain. I know I loaded a ton when I went searching for bees, but sometimes it's good to not load it all, because then if you want to come for something new in another update... Wow, that's a savage wolf. But if you want to go somewhere new in an update, it's hard if you already explored a lot. So I don't know if this is a new area with copper. There's probably copper if I go deep enough, right? But I don't know. Let's go a little bit out this way. I think I did come to this area before, though, for some reason. So, okay, yeah, there's copper over here. Okay. Did I? Okay, thank goodness. I remember to put my fortune pickaxe in there. I mean, I could have got it with Silk Touch, but I wouldn't want to have to. It would have been fine, okay. But it wasn't a big deal. But you get a lot of copper from just one. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. I should be careful about my elytra also. It's like halfway damaged almost. Yeah, my throat's getting a little dry. Okay, let me put that right there. All right, let's look for more copper in this cliff area. I don't see any. That was just one, so that was a lot. So it's... I don't know how many lightning rods I want. This is just going to be a temporary thing, just to make sure the trees don't burn down. Did I look in this chest? I guess not. Do I really need any of this stuff, though? Not bad if it was early game. Let's see. Where's the copper? I don't know how frequently it spawns in, like, cliff areas. I think iron spawns a ton at higher areas. And emeralds do also. And I guess coal does. I don't know if this counts as a high area, though. Well, how tall are we? We're just 88. That's not that high. Or is it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't see any caves. I just want to find a cave and then go in it. I don't even need that much. I just need a little. Just to hold me over. Okay, here's a bit of copper. I usually don't gather copper in worlds, because I don't really... I'm not a huge fan of the way copper looks. To be honest, I think it looks cool. I know a lot of people like copper and the texture of it, but personally, I don't really love the texture too much. I feel like with certain builds it works, but other times it can be a bit much, because I feel like it's really hard on the steampunk type of theme. And I'm not always into that with some builds. But it is a cool block. 44 should be plenty, but since I'm out here, I'll try to get a little bit more. And I'm having trouble finding it. Wow, why is there... I thought it spawned a lot more frequently. Maybe it's not really surface thing as much as caves. I don't know, I've never really went looking for it before. Didn't mean to click that. Hey, creeper. Okay. Okay, there's some right here. Don't die. It'd be a real pain to come back here to get my stuff. Not that it'd be impossible, since I do have elytras in my ender chest, but... and rockets, but it'd be annoying. Alright, let's head back. This should be plenty. I think what I'll do is I'll just put some, like, in the sky a bit, above the area, and that should make sure nothing burns. Because, gosh, if it burns, that'd be devastating, since it took me so long to build those trees. It's this way, right? I'm not going in the wrong direction. I guess we'll see in a few seconds. It's probably getting closer. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. And there's a savanna nearby. Alright, there it is. Went a little off to the left, but that's okay. Yeah, I haven't played around with lightning rods that much in this game, so I don't know if exactly how they work, but let's see. Okay, here we go. I have a lot of coal in the furnaces here, so I'll probably just put about 16-ish in a few of these, just so I don't have to go to all of them. And all right, let's we'll do that in a minute once it's done, but we can continue focusing on the other part of the build for now. There's a bit of deep... Oh! I could have just got copper from in here. That probably would have been plenty. Okay. Whatever. Maybe next time I'll remember. And there's a lot of redstone here. I should check these chests. And there's even more copper. Okay. Whatever. We went on a little adventure. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know if there is already, like, crafted blocks for the roof. There probably is. And there's a lot of deep slate right here. But I don't know where that would be. Alright, There's a ton of copper in here. My gosh. Let's sleep. I should have thought to look in my ender or my chest. I guess I did look and I just found like that and I assumed that was it. That was kind of foolish. Okay, yeah, it still takes a little while. Let's head up. I only got 3. I should get more stacks. Very back and forth today. Okay, that should be plenty. We'll put some of that in the shulker box. All right. And this is why I'm still not done with this build. Okay, what do we need? Let's just get just the stuff we need for my inventory, because there's a lot of other stuff, but we're focusing on just the roof for now. All right. So my issue I was talking about is that what I did with this roof, right? You can see like how this is like inner part, and this is the outer part, right? So I don't know how to mirror that with it on the edge right here, because I don't want it to look like there's just like a little bulge right here, because then it doesn't make sense with the rain, because the rain would just pool at the bottom. So I don't know. Maybe it should be, is there actually, did I not pick up the, okay, it's right here. I didn't see that in my inventory. I can probably put a stack of that there. Okay, so let's just try, let's try something. And it'll kind of just, we'll just keep shaping it until I like it. Okay. So if we do this, I'd imagine it'd kind of go like that. Maybe. Type of thing. And so it'd be thicker over here, right? But I could also have like slabs, not the whole part of it, just parts of it. Kind of how that one has this thing. Hi, Mooser. Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be like some parts of it kind of are maybe farther down. Okay, I'm just gonna place some more like this same pattern, and then we'll add details to it, because I think that is what we want to do. Like this. Been a minute? I've been okay. I've been busy recently, but I'm doing good. So let's see if it has this kind of end shape. I don't know. Maybe part of it could be higher, but because it looks way too flat like that, right? I don't know. How have you been? Okay, let's, I don't know. This could kind of just go here, I guess. And the corner might be the part that really decides its shape. Been pretty good on summer break from college. Cool. I have 1 more week left of school for me, and then it'll be summer. So I'm looking for that week being over. Let's see. It should be fun. I don't have really, for the beginning of summer, I should be pretty free, so plenty of time to do things that I want to do. I think the shulker box is kind of in the way, but we'll leave it there for now. With full blocks here, I'll just place them fully. Do you have any fun plans for summer? Let's see. So how did I do? I mean, it didn't really curve on this one, so I don't know if we were doing like the edge curve right here, but I think we could do that. Or maybe more defined. I'm really stuck on this build. I don't know what to do next with this roof. Uh, let's see. Does that look good though from far? You'll finally be able to work on the server. A lot of stuff has been done. Very cool. Yeah. It's a dream come true. That's amazing. Can't wait to continue whatever happens with it. Hmm. I'm not sure. This roof is gonna be so big. Uh, so like if this, I don't know. Streams where I think about what I'm building, I end up just like sitting there, not knowing what to do. I'm just gonna keep placing blocks like this and kind of have this kind of pattern. Because I think since it's gonna be like 3, we're going like this, so it's gonna be slower, right? So I can do that. Let's just do this then. I can get rid of this one because I'm not really gonna use that as the reference for now. You're not quite ready to plan out season 3 just yet, and it won't be for a few years. Making business and professional server. Very cool. Well, that's okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing in 3 years. So, I know like doing server stuff does take a lot of work. I don't really know how servers work really. You just host it on your computer and stuff. They're pretty complicated though. I've kind of looked into them for a bit, but I don't know. But I'm glad you're having fun with it. It's very cool. So here, okay, let's just have it. Do I kind of there? This one, it didn't kind of edge touch. So you know what? I'm gonna have it like this. It's gonna go like that. Like that. So it has this kind of curve to it. All right, let me just focus on this shape part though of it, because if it kind of, so we're gonna do, then we can do like a slab here, and then 2 more blocks. Like that. Maybe. I've been busy too with this build. Yeah, this, I've been, like, the way I've been working on it, yeah, this is 100% survival. I mean, and vanilla and stuff. I mean, I use some performance mods, but nothing really giving me an advantage. Too much. But yeah, this is taking forever. I started it like over a few years ago. And I've kind of just been, you know, like with projects like this, the best way to kind of do them is just kind of just make sure to work at certain amounts of time and just do it. Because I don't have like the full design of this plan, so I don't know what I need to do. Just every few weeks, like I need to work on it so I actually make progress. Because if I don't, then it won't happen. So, but yeah. And once I'm probably done with the castle, I'll probably do more video type things on this series and kind of focus on farms and stuff. Because I don't know if I want to build 100% of the time. And farms are good for doing stuff. It's easier to get resources. All right, so oh, I am liking the shape of this part though. I think this is, it may be too flat, and I'm gonna have to add lights here at some point too. So No idea. Huh. How does... Okay, let's just do slabs here and try to keep it up. Farms and grinders was my forte back in the day. Yeah? I like all parts of Minecraft. I'm a very like a lot of players focus on like one area, and that's really cool, but I kind of focus on I don't like focus on one part. I do like mini games, I do survival, I do creative stuff. I kind of like all of it. I think I'm probably more towards survival playing. But like I am like a builder, right? But I wouldn't say I'm not terrible at Redstone. I don't know which one I'm more focused on though. Probably building, just because it's like I don't know how people do some of the redstone stuff. It's just insane. Uh, but like with building, you can kind of, if you imagine it, you can kind of just put it together. And do I need any more blocks? I don't know. Probably. I have done it all. Only good at a few styles though. Yeah, usually with building, yeah, people usually get like a certain style and stick with it, which is cool, I think, because it kind of, you can see like a person's personality and stuff with their build, sort of, which I think is cool. Okay. I think this part's all going to be like one slab up. So let's keep with that. And then at some point it's going to go like full blocks up, which I may want to do with stairs or maybe not. I'll see. Well, that's kind of the thing I like about this game so much is that you can kind of do anything you want with it, right? So there's not like a specific thing you're doing the whole time, so you can always kind of just switch your areas of interest of the game. The only thing I haven't really done that I've always wanted to do was server development. What exactly do you mean by that? I'm not sure. Is that like creating a server? Isn't that kind of what you're doing though? Okay, this actually is kind of going to be into it, so we're probably going to break a few of these blocks. Um, correct? Yeah, that's kind of gets pretty technical. And maybe I probably should make this go. It doesn't, it's a little too flat at this part. I don't know. Creating a server and running it. Uh-huh. It really does. I've kind of done now and then maps and stuff. You enjoy the technical? Like trying to make maps and like I've looked into how like certain command blocks work. Um and like things, but like yeah, it gets kind of confusing at a certain point. And I don't know what to do with the shape anymore. I does that look good? Like that's a really nice curve, right? I'm not I'm not sure though. Oh, and I forgot. I need to go put the end rods up so my trees don't burn down. I said end rods again. I meant lightning rods. They're the same thing, aren't they? uh, but yeah, if it can get like redstone stuff's pretty fun once you get into it. You've never been able to build? I don't know it looks good or not. It is very subjective. Like art is like completely, so it's really whatever you like. And kind of just being able to make that a reality is the main skill of it. I I want to curve this up a little bit sooner, I think, since the wall is going to be a little bit closer. Huh. So this is if this is the center, this is going to be like 3, right? And I'm assuming it goes down to here. So this is going to be the wall. I don't know. Is this where I want it? Let's say that it's going to be right here for now. And we can always kind of change it a bit. Oh no, it's right here. I don't know. It was really good to stop by. Good seeing you. I haven't talked to you in a while. We've both been quite busy. But if you want, we could do some type of video together or something at some point. I'm gonna do some more work on the for the server. Sounds cool. Catch up more at some point. Yeah. That'll be cool. Just let you know. All right. Will do. I'll try not to forget. Okay. You're down for whatever? Cool. Let's see. How do we want this shape? I still don't know what I'm gonna do with this shape. It's way too flat up here. I think this is where we need to make it go up more at some point. Don't have too much fun. See you later. Take care too. Okay, so yeah, so I think right here. So if it kind of has this shape, let's see the shape again actually. I think right here is where we want to start going up. So like 1, 2, 3. No, I have no idea still. Because it's going to be like really vertical at some point. I guess I could do it with stairs, but it's really just the blocks. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try, I'm just going to break a few blocks here. And let's make it like 1 block higher and kind of think about it like that. So here we go. Like this. And is that the shape I'm going for? No. Maybe? I don't know. Should I have stairs there? That's kind of the thing I've been wondering. So I don't know if stairs would be like too much because I didn't do stairs over there. I didn't do stairs and slabs, but slabs kind of necessary for what I want right here. But I don't know. Let's see it from the front. I don't know if you can really tell from over there. Maybe we'll leave it like that for now, and we'll change it later. I think I want to go sleep real quick, though. Just, because why not? Maybe see the build a little bit in different light. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the Enron... said Enrons again. Let's get the copper. Yes, more XP. That is what I need. Perfect. Okay, how many do I want? I could just craft these all into them. Why not? Probably a waste, but it's pretty easy to get copper, so even if I don't use it right now, I'll probably find a use for the lightning rods in the future. Oh my gosh, I have to like consciously think about it not to say it. That's pretty funny. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to okay, did that burn down over there? Oh my gosh. Lighting's a real hazard, people. Make sure you're stay indoors. Okay, let's I don't know how, so I don't know how lightning rods work exactly in this game, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if like it could set on fire if it's like a block or two next to it. So I'm going to make sure the lightning rods are just, these are temporary, right? We'll add more decorative ones later, or hide them in the builds, or maybe just put them at the top of the sky. That works also. Oh, but that kind of really blocks things, you know? You know, for like thumbnails and stuff. I don't want to like have a lightning rod in the way. So there should be some uniform. I don't know. I'm so tired. I had a long week. And I'm out of dirt. Let's go get some more dirt. And then we can set these up. Dirt. I know I have a lot. One of these chests. All right. Okay, we'll just have it along the path, I guess. Or I don't know how many I need. I probably should look this up right now, right? Or test it. I don't know. I feel like it takes too long to do that, though. Huh. You know what? Let's go up to, like, because right here we could have lightning rods, too, but I kind of like that it's a lantern, right? And this isn't really the color that I want the build to be. I'm not sure, because I don't want to just have a bunch of floating things. I could just pretend like lightning doesn't exist and just make sure to sleep whenever it's lightning. Huh. I shouldn't even be, like, this is a temporary thing. I don't know why I'm thinking about it so hard. But I just want to know where they are once I want to take them down, so... You know what, it's okay. We'll get rid of them later. There's a wandering trader down there. Okay, so... Let's say it's right at this height. Just to know the exact location. It's right there. Dial into that thing. We'll add a few. And that'll be cool, right? So, like, kind of one diagonal from this to the tower. So we'll do that in each tower, and then we'll add one kind of in the center, maybe. I probably should have left the dirt underneath it, but I forgot to do that. So now it'll be a real pain to get it. You know what, we'll do dirt for the rest of them, and then we'll go back and put dirt on that one. Okay. Here we go. This shouldn't actually be too hard. Can I reach that? Probably not. All right. Just so that when we want to land there, it'll be a little easier to do. All right. Let's go do it on this side. This is taking way too long. I shouldn't take this long to do this type of stuff, but it's okay. I need to not rush myself with this build, because if I do that, then it won't be done correctly. You know, you have to take your time when doing things to make it look good. Oh, wow. I did a double hits. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'll incorporate it. Maybe I'll just, I could just go, like, all the way up to the sky and pretend like it's a cloud. With, like, a few end rod spots. But I could also, like, put it right here or something. I'll look into how lightning rod works in between streams if I don't forget. So I'm good at not forgetting things usually if I really, like, focus on it. And is that the right height? I know it doesn't really matter. And whatever, but what am I doing? But I prefer it. This is not the right height. I could tell. Okay, right there. I just want it to be uniformed. I know it doesn't matter, but just for the sake of making it all the same. And now I'm stuck and I have to go all the way to the bottom because I ran out of rockets. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some more rockets. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing is we're gonna silk touch this. Put it in my inventory. All right, we're gonna go up over here. Not fall off the edge. Ow. Wait, did my elytra mended itself at some point? Oh, I guess the XP actually was good. I was joking kind of about it, but yeah, I do like XP. The more the merrier, really. I always like more XP. I think I had 300 at some point in this world, and then I died. Did I ever have 300, though? I know I had a lot. from my Bigland farm. So yeah, I can remember to do things if I really like take the time to do it, but like if I don't actually think, if I don't like set a reminder to myself, I won't remember. So I'll try to remember to do things. So is that the right height? That looks like the right height. Let's say that is. And then we can head over here. All right. And then we'll add like a few more. There's no way I needed, I'm going to use all of these, but it's safer with more. Definitely, right? I can't imagine that's too close to the trees either. So there's no way it's going to hit that and then burn one of the trees. If it does, I'm very mad with this game. Okay, let's go over here. This is the last one of these. And I don't know what I'll do for the other ones. Nope, that's too low. Okay. It's alright. I think the bulk of the progress I wanted to make today has already been done, so this is kind of just extra work. Alright. We can put it like right here. There's no point. Do I know it's the same height as that? I don't know. I can actually do this. This dirt block is one. No, where's the, oh my goodness, there's so much text. Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to look at like the coordinate. Oh my gosh. I can't even see the target block. I think this might be because of some of the mods I have. But my GUI isn't big enough, so that's kind of a problem. I think it's 115. Yeah, it's 115. Wow, it's like partially covered. All right. That's weird, but okay. We'll do 4 more. And this hopefully is enough. Any more? I mean, it's a big build, right? So it makes sense that I need multiple. Did I do it right in the end? I don't even remember. I'm taking too much time with this. It's foolish of me. Is this the right block? I think it might be one more up. Yeah, it is. I have pretty good spatial sense sometimes, and other times I don't. Right now, I think I'm working relatively well. Did we have it on the edge? Yes, I got it correct. All right, we'll do 2 more, and then hopefully that's enough end rods. If it's not, we may be looking at a world backup. I don't back up my world that much. I probably should do it more, but it's such a big file that I don't really want to. I don't know if it's that big. It's decently big though. But I probably waste more with like just recording stuff for long periods and then not like getting rid of it. Okay, so this is 114. Okay, we go 1 up. It's 116 on that. Okay. Which was probably a really fast way to do this. And now I'm making the mistake forever. Oh well. Let's see. We want it here. Nope, this is not the right spot. We want it over here. Let me see. I'm gonna guess it. I think this is it. Yep, I got it right. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool. Now if we look, you can see like a bunch of little dots right there around my trees and the platform here. Not sure how I'm going to change that later, but for now, this is just like a little bit of insurance to make sure the trees don't burn. We'll figure out something else later. I don't know if so if I put them all the way up in the top of the sky, right, would it make a shadow? I'm not sure. I think the game kind of works like that, and I don't want a shadow to be there. I should see a creeper. Please don't walk over to me. But I don't want to be a shadow like from the sky to come all the way down on top of me, because that's kind of annoying. To be honest. I don't know if like putting light beneath it really fixes it. Like this. Okay, so for instance, like this has a shadow. And I guess since there's light, I could place it on glass also. Or I don't have to place it on anything. It's probably okay. We'll probably place it on glass or something at the top of the world. We'll figure it out at some point. But for now, we'll do this. And I don't think it really takes away from the build that much. You can still see it perfectly fine. Just looks like a few little dots. I could use a different block besides dirt, but you know, dirt's really easy. All right, let's continue this for a little bit more and try to figure out if this is what I want. So you can kind of run up it and then go up here. And I think that's what I want. We can kind of maybe change it later. I don't know if I want to like do the full length here. I'm still not sure about this part of the roof though. So maybe we could do something. Does it go up? No, it doesn't go up. So it just goes down a bit. That looks a little weird though. Does it? I can't tell. I'm not sure how it's going to connect here also. That's something I've not fully figured out yet either. We'll probably have like a border here, I think, would be the idea. And we'd have this like, so how many, it's just like one block thicker, right? Kind of like that. So we could kind of do this, maybe. Does that work? Huh. Can kind of go like that. It's mainly the corners here that I feel like need to have something. I mean, we could also do like this. I think that looks cool, actually. But I'd have to figure out the spacing I want for that. So let's do like, I think I am going to be set with this kind of shape for the roof here. So let's kind of go the whole extent for a little bit, and then we can kind of figure out the spacing, or begin figuring it out. So we don't have to like follow it exactly along here. So we could have like a point kind of going. All right, let's go over here first though. So if I did want it to go up, how would I want this? Because we'd want this to be the same distance on both sides. So it'd be like 2 and then 2. And based on like where the corners are, I think. So this would be 1, 2, 3. So let's say it's like worth one of the other sides. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it'd be 14. So it would be about 7. So there'd be about, I think we should be on the shorter side, or let's go on the shorter side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since it's 14, there's going to be 4 on this side, 4 on this side. All right, does that look good? I'm not sure. You know what? I think that works, but maybe we should do it on the underside instead. Because we did like that on the underside. Oh my goodness. Let's just try this. Let's try it over here. Let's try to mimic it. We could do it on top and bottom, but maybe that's I shouldn't compare it to other parts of the build. The build can kind of change in its shape depending on where it is. That's an okay thing. I shouldn't be too hung up with what I did on the other parts and trying to make it match. I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it's definitely better than there being nothing. Like just being flat. So maybe I'm thinking here actually. Kind of like some type of just pillar, maybe? Edge? Not like, I don't know. Because they're... So how did we... So we could kind of... I don't know. You know what? I think we made some good progress today. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I think this is a good stopping point. I'm not sure about what we're gonna do with this kind of corner part. We'll figure something out though next time. It's mainly you just need to get progress rolling in some parts. So we got the start of it. I'll kind of just work out how I want this to be shaped the rest of the area. And I do like underneath here. I think underneath works well. And we can't really place the lanterns here, but maybe we could do some right there if we want that type of detail. I don't know. So yeah. I think this is good. We have this. I'm happy with this, I think. I don't think I really want to change this right now, but we could always change that. This is good. And the beginnings of the roof shape is also decent. It'll kind of, once we add stuff to it, we'll really define what it looks like as a build, as a whole build, I guess. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll continue working on this in the future, make more progress and stuff. Consider subscribing if you like me or my content, because that'd be nice. And like and stuff, I don't know. Anything else? The enchantments, I'm not sure if I like them, like the way it looks on the newer stuff. I think I'll grow to like it. It looks a lot less visible. And like now and then you can actually see, like you can't even tell this is enchanted really, unless it has the, like when it warps. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'll just end here. I'm tired, okay? So, like maybe not, make sure not to click control delete. Okay, control, okay, wait. Bye. Enjoy your day.